In May of 1982, about 300,000 students sat down to take the SAT. Question 17 of the math section looked completely routine. Here it is, word for word. In the figure above, the radius of circle A is 1/3 the radius of circle B. Starting from the position shown in the figure, circle A rolls around circle B. At the end of how many revolutions of circle A will the centre of circle A first reach its starting point? The choices were 3/2, 3, 6, 9/2, and 9. Take a moment. Pick your answer. The test writers intended the answer to be 3. It is not 3. The correct answer is 4. And 4 was not on the list. Every single answer choice was wrong. This is the story of the theorem hiding inside that mistake. One formula that counts rotations for any rolling circle, around circles, around squares, around any simple closed convex track. And at the end, the same formula will tell us something surprising about how the Earth itself spins. Here is the reasoning the test writers had in mind. Circle B has 3 times the radius, so its circumference is 3 times as long. That part is completely correct. Now unroll that circumference into a straight road. The small circle rolls along it like a wheel. Each full turn covers 1 circumference of the wheel, so it takes exactly 3 turns to cover the road. Answer 3. Clean, simple, and wrong. To see why, shrink the problem down. Take 2 identical coins. Roll one around the outside of the other, without slipping. Equal circumferences. So it should rotate exactly once, right? Watch the marked arrow. Halfway around the fixed coin, the rolling coin is already upright again. That is 1 full rotation, and we are only halfway home. By the time it returns to the start, it has rotated twice. Equal circumferences, 2 rotations, measured against the fixed background. Something beyond circumference is adding a full turn. To find it, we need to be precise about what rolling actually means. Back to 1982. The SAT was scored by machine against an answer key that said 3. Within weeks, 3 New York high school students, working independently, wrote to the college board to show that the listed answer was wrong. Later reporting names them as Shivan Carther, Bruce Taub, and Doug Jungrice, who went on to a career in mathematics. The college board checked and agreed. Their own published explanation conceded that revolving around the large circle contributes an extra revolution, so the answer should have been 4. They dropped the question entirely and recomputed the math section for about 300,000 test takers. Most scores stayed the same. Some rose by up to 10 points. The fix reportedly cost the testing service over $100,000. 3 students out of 300,000. Everyone else either picked the intended wrong answer or noticed nothing at all. The story usually ends here, but the mathematics is just getting started. Because the extra rotation those students found is not a quirk of circles, it is a theorem. First question. What does it actually mean for one shape to roll on another without slipping? As the coin rolls along a track, the arc length it covers on the track exactly matches the arc length unwound on its own rim. No skidding, no spinning in place. That matching of arc lengths is the entire definition. And this definition has a powerful hidden consequence. At every instant, the contact point of the rolling coin is momentarily at rest. It is the instantaneous centre of rotation. So at each moment, the whole coin is pivoting around its contact point. The centre sits at distance r from that pivot, which means if the centre moves with speed v, the coin turns with angular speed v over r. Add that up over the whole journey, and rotation stops being mysterious. The total angle turned equals the total distance travelled by the centre divided by r. Divide by 2 pi to convert radians into full turns, and we have the master formula. The number of rotations equals the length of the path traced by the centre divided by 2 pi r. Everything else in this video is this one line applied. Apply it to the SAT problem. A small circle of radius r rolls without slipping around the outside of a big circle of radius 3r. Where does the centre go? It always stays at distance r outside the big circle, so it traces a circle of radius 3r plus r, 4r. The centre path has length 2 pi times 4r. Divide by 2 pi r. 4 rotations, counted against the fixed background, not 3. And now the extra rotation has a precise address. Split the radius of the centre path into its 2 parts. The 3r is the big circle. That part contributes the circumference ratio, 3 turns of spin. The extra r is the coin's own radius, carried once around the loop. That contributes exactly 1 more turn. Rolling is spin plus revolution. In general, rolling around the outside of a circle of radius capital R, the count is capital R plus R over R. That is, R over R turns from the perimeter plus exactly 1 from the journey around. For 2 equal coins, 1 plus 1, the 2 rotations we saw. The test writers computed the first term and forgot the second. 300,000 students, 1 missing plus 1. What happens if the coin rolls around the inside of a ring instead? The master formula answers instantly. Only the centre's path changes. Inside a ring of radius capital R, the centre stays at distance r from the wall, on the inside, so it traces a circle of radius capital R minus r, and the count becomes capital R minus r over r. The plus 1 has flipped to a minus 1. Going around the inside subtracts a turn. For a ring 3 times the radius of the coin, that means 2 rotations per lap, not 4. Same radii, same no-slip rolling, only the sign of the journey changed. Push it to the edge cases. If the coin exactly fills the ring, capital R equals R, the formula says 0. The coin never turns at all in the fixed frame. And if the ring is exactly twice the coin, capital R equals 2R, the formula says exactly 1 rotation per lap. That innocent-looking case turns out to be one of the most beautiful constructions in the history of astronomy. Mark a point on the rim of the small coin, and let it roll inside a circle of exactly twice its radius. Now watch only the point. It does not loop, it does not even curve. It travels along a perfectly straight line, a diameter of the big circle, back and forth forever. This is not an approximation. Write down the coordinates of the rolling point and simplify. The vertical coordinate cancels to exactly 0, and the horizontal coordinate becomes 2r cosine t. A straight line. In fact, perfect simple harmonic motion, built from nothing but circles. In the 13th century, the Persian astronomer Nasir al-Din al-Tusi devised exactly this 2-circle construction, turning rotations into straight-line motion. Historians now call it the Tusi couple. 3 centuries later, Copernicus used the same construction in the book that put the Sun at the centre of the solar system. Whether he inherited it from Tusi's school of astronomers or reinvented it independently is still debated by historians. 2 circles, 1 straight line, and our formula predicted it with a single subtraction. Now let us see how far the formula really goes. Here is the question that separates a trick from a theorem. Does the plus 1 care that the track is a circle? Roll the coin around a square. Along each edge, the centre moves in a straight line and rotation accrues at the usual rate, edge length divided by 2 pi r. But at each corner, something new happens. The coin pivots around the corner point. Its centre sweeps a quarter circle of radius r, and the coin itself turns by exactly 90 degrees. 4 corners, 4 quarter turns. 90 degrees times 4 is 360. Exactly 1 full extra rotation, now concentrated at the corners instead of spread smoothly around a curve. So for a coin rolling around the outside of any convex track, the count is the perimeter over 2 pi r plus 1. And the plus 1 has a name. It is the total turning of the track's tangent direction. Walk once around any simple closed curve, and your heading turns through exactly 360 degrees. In differential geometry, this is Hopf's theorem of turning tangents. That is why the answer survives every deformation. A circle, a square, an egg, any simple closed convex track. Perimeter term, plus exactly 1. And rolling around the inside, the turning works against you, minus 1. The SAT error was never really about circles. It was about forgetting that a closed journey itself carries 1 full turn. Before the finale, rolling circles have one more gift for us. The curves that marked points trace out, and their astonishing lengths. A wheel rolling down a straight road traces the cycloid. One arch looks like it should have a messy transcendental length. Its exact length is 8r, no pi anywhere. Roll a coin around an equal coin and the marked point draws the cardioid, the heart curve. Its total length is 16r, exactly 8 diameters of the rolling coin. Rolling inside draws the hypocycloids. 3 cusps gives the deltoid, total length 16r. 4 cusps gives the asteroid, total length 24r. All of these fall out of one matching pair of formulas. An epicycloid arch has length 8r times capital R plus r over capital R. And the same expression with a minus sign covers the inside rolling curves. Every number on this screen was verified by symbolic integration before a single frame was animated. Straight roads, round roads, outside and inside. Rolling turns circles into a family of curves whose closed forms are whole number multiples of the rolling radius. The circle keeps its pi. The curves it draws do not need it. One last application. The biggest rotation count you live inside. How many times does the Earth spin in 1 year? Careful. The answer depends on what you count against. Count days by the sun, sunrise to sunrise, and a year holds about 365.24 solar days. Count true spins against the fixed stars, and the very same year holds about 366.24 rotations. The difference is 1 extra rotation per orbit. Earth circles the sun in the same direction it spins, so 1 full rotation gets absorbed by the journey around. It is the coin paradox, written in the sky. That hidden turn is also why a true spin, a sidereal day, does not last 24 hours. It lasts 23 hours, 56 minutes, and about 4 seconds. So here is the whole story in one breath. Rotations equal the centre's path length over 2 pi r. Outside a circle, +1. Inside, -1. Around any simple closed convex track, the +1 is the turning of the tangent. A ring of twice the radius turns rolling into straight lines. The traced curves close up with whole number lengths. And the Earth quietly banks 1 extra spin every year. In 1982, that +1 was worth up to 10 sat points. Today, it is yours for free. If you enjoyed this, the channel has more deep dives like it, from proving the trig formulas you memorized in school to the topology of surfaces. Thanks for watching Axiom Motion.